Hey everyone, Tech OG here representing those who are 40 and up who love their tech, and for those who like using old tech in the new age. So let's talk iPhone 12. Everyone's talking about the new iPhone 12 that's going to be coming out, released sometime in the fall. Don't know exactly when, but there's lots of leaks that are out there, of course. I mean, who actually believes that it's a leak? It's not really a leak. It's just information that someone decided to put out there just to keep the news going about the phone. It's all about hype. So I don't really believe in leaks. Anyway, iPhone 12. Are you getting one? So as far as iPhone 12, as far as the specs, I just want to talk about the specs, or the so-called specs of the iPhone 12. And this information of the specs is being provided by Tom's Guide. I just decided to pop on this. This was the first site to come on when I typed in iPhone 12 specs. Here's some renditions of the picture of the iPhone 12 that's going to be coming out soon. And it looks very, very similar to the best selling, in my opinion, the best iPhone Apple has ever made. The iPhone 5 or the iPhone 5S. This phone, I mean, the size of it, this size is the best size they've ever made for an iPhone. If they can take all of this, phone cameras and all this, and put it in this size, I'm completely sold. I would get it. But, of course, that's bigger. People love bigger phones. I don't particularly like bigger phones. Like I said, that's just a rendition. Okay, let's talk prospective specs of the iPhone 12. Again, provided by Tom's Guide on the internet. So these are specs based on a leak. So that means this information is all over the internet. So let's take a good close look at this. As you can see, there's going to be 4 variants of the iPhone 12. It's going to be the regular iPhone 12, the iPhone 12 Max, which is bigger, the iPhone 12 Pro, and the iPhone 12 Pro Max. So again, all of them are an iPhone 12. It's just that you're getting a bigger screen in this one and this one, and in these 2 variants, you're getting Pro stuff or Pro tech stuff inside the phone. So let's take a look at these specs. So the price of the regular iPhone 12 is $649, $749. Of course, that's very reasonable to those who do not have deep pockets. But why would you get the lowest one when you want more power, you want a better camera, better specs, things like that? So if you want a bigger one, you're looking at $749 to $849. And this is hundreds of dollars, not $8.49. And if you want the Pro version, you got these different variants and prices because of the amount of space that you have in your phone. And I'll get to that in a minute. So for the iPhone 12 Pro, you got basically $1,000, $1,100, and $1,300 for a phone. And then you got the iPhone 12 Pro Max. These are your highest prices. Let's just say, I don't like when they say $1,099. Just say $1,100. $1,100, $1,200, and then the top of the line, $1,400. And again, those prices are based on the amount of space that you want inside of the phone. I'll get to that in a second. As far as this display, iPhone 12 is going to have a 5.4-inch Super Retina OLED. Wow, that's a whole lot of cool words to say. Who cares? You're just looking at the screen. Just a screen to me. iPhone 12 Max, 6.1-inch Super Retina OLED. BOE. What is BOE? I looked it up. Do I care right now? Nope. iPhone 12 Pro. It's already the size of the Max. Isn't that convenient? 6.1 Super Retina XDR OLED made by Samsung. I guess this is the manufacturer, BOE, that makes the screen. So if you want top of the line, you want Samsung making your screen, then you got to go for the Pro models. And the iPhone 12 Pro Max is a whopping 6.7-inch Super Retina XDR OLED. That's almost the size of a mini laptop. And without saying anything about that, I mean, you're basically paying a laptop price for a phone. So for it to be a 6.7 inch, almost the size of a mini laptop, is it really worth it to have a phone that costs as much as a doggone laptop? That's for you to decide. All four of them will have the A14 Bionic processor, Apple's newest processor. iPhone 12 Max will have 4 gigabytes of RAM. Your Pro and Pro Max will have 6 gigabytes. For the first time, 6 gigabytes of RAM. Thank you for finally catching up to what Samsung phones have been doing for a long time. So congratulations, Apple. Even though Samsung has had 6 gigabytes of RAM in their phones, Apple, with their 4 gigabytes of RAM in their phones, were still as fast as Samsung Galaxy phones with 6 gigabytes of RAM. So I'm not bashing either company. Doesn't make me a difference. You get what you want to spend your money on. Congratulations, Apple, for getting into the 6 gigabyte RAM age. So as far as storage, like I said, this is what you're paying for in your phone. So the more storage you have, the more you have to pay. So getting back to the prices, so you got $649, $749. Basically, you're spending $100 extra for an increase of RAM. So if you want 128, if you want the really basic one, you're spending $649. Another $100 will get you 256 gigabytes. For the iPhone 12 Max, $749 will get you 128, $849 will get you 256 gigabytes of space. For the 12 Pro, $1,000 for 128. My God, that's fine. $1,100 for 256 and $1,300 for 512 gigabytes of space. Excuse me. And for the Pro Max, $1,100 for, oh my God, it's hard to say. $1,100 for 128, $1,200 for 256, and $200 more for the 512. Top of the line right there. So as far as cameras, you got 2 dual rear cameras on the iPhone 12 and 12 Max, and on the iPhone 12 Pro and Pro Max, you got the triple rear cameras, just like you have, just like the iPhone 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max phones have. They came out last year. And you also have LiDAR. I mean, I just read a little bit about that. That basically gives you a better augmented reality sense. So as far as taking pictures, it gives you better depth of field, things like that. And it kind of gives you a function that Samsung has on their phones, Bixby. So if you point your phone to a particular item, it may give you information about that item, just like Bixby does for Samsung phones. So all of these phones are going to have 5G, and the battery size is pretty normal, pretty average to last pretty much throughout your day. And your body of your 12 Max will be aluminum, but if you go for the Pro Series, you're going to have stainless steel. So aside from the specs and the pricing and the new / old form factor and the colors, which is going to be covered up by a case anyway, and 5G support for faster data speeds, and of course the upgrades to the cameras and the processor, and the rumored 120 hertz refresh rate, which makes things a lot smoother when going through apps on your screen, and the new features that iOS 14 is going to provide. Will all of that persuade you to get the new iPhone 12 when it comes out? Or will you stick with what you got? Or get yourself the iPhone 11 Pro, which is going to be cheaper when the iPhone 12 is introduced. Always going to be cheaper by $100. But of course, if you go on eBay, you might find an even better deal or an outstanding deal on Facebook Marketplace. So, of course, clearly up to you when it comes to your money. Are you going to get the iPhone 12? Are you going to get the iPhone 12 Max, the iPhone 12 Pro, or even the Pro Max at its max specs, and pay a hefty $1,400 for the top of the line iPhone 12 Pro Max? or will you go with what you have? Again, it's all about preference. It's all about how you're going to use your phone. If you're going to use it to the fullest extent, or if you're going to use it the same way that you're using what you have right now. It all depends on you. Are you going to get it? I already know my answer. I'll tell you when it's actually released. But I already have the form factor in my iPhone 5S right here, so I'm halfway there. So that's all I wanted to talk about. Are you going to get the iPhone 12 when it comes out? Let me know in the comment section. Try to convince me if you can about getting it, even though it's not here yet, but of course it's coming in the fall. So if you're going to get it, let me know why in the comment section. Let me know what kind of phone you already have and why you're going to decide to get 12. Or tell me why you're not going to get it when it comes out. Is it worth the price tag of getting it? So that's the end of the video. And if you liked it, of course, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Tell your friends about my channel. And I hope to see you in my next video.